The Denver Nuggets get a win versus the Atlanta Hawks, 142-110. They go 54-24 back atop the Western Conference, right where they belong. Nikola Jokic, 25th triple-double of the season. And y'all, it's about that time. That boy Jamal Murray is back, 16-6 in his first game back. The Denver Nuggets were rolling a season-high 23 points scored. 23 three-pointers scored in this game. Man, it was just a masterclass of a performance across the board from everybody on the squad. Jay Huff doing headsy tween. Justin Holiday falling out of bounds. Three-pointers made, y'all. Let's talk about it. Y'all know what time it is. Denver Nuggets. Let's get it. The Denver Nuggets get a win versus the Atlanta Hawks in one of the most dominant games of the season. This was a great game for the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray shared a floor together for the first time in about 2 weeks. And as Jamal Murray had missed 7 straight games, just managing through a knick-knack of injuries, he came out looking like he never left today. Just a great game from the Denver Nuggets across the board. Jamal Murray, first game back, just 21 minutes played. You love to see it. 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. A great block, I believe, on Jalen Johnson at the rim. And he was a plus 14 in the minutes that he played today. Just a dominant game from Jamal Murray. He looked good. He looked quick. They ran that little dribble handoff where he runs that back screen for what would be Aaron Gordon when the starters are out there. And then if they don't go with AG, Jamal Murray comes off the DHO and he'll hit a three-pointer. And that's how we got back on the board today for the first time in a couple weeks, man. Jamal Murray, that is his signature play. When he gets in the horn action, for instance, when they have Gordon and Jokic sitting at that nail, and then Murray's able to kind of decide where he wants to go with the ball, or Aaron Gordon will set it with the horn action, and then he'll go set a screen for Jamal. Like, they just have so many ways they can give him the ball around the free throw line, and it just makes them so dangerous across the board. What's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody in the chat already, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. But, man, the Denver Nuggets, man, they're just taking care of business. They're getting the job done. They just look like a really good, well-oiled machine tonight. And, you know, the Nuggets just look really tired a couple times the last few games. They just haven't. They're 18-5 since the All-Star break. 18-5 since the All-Star break. They've just been able to absolutely just get on a roll here. And tonight, man, it was just a masterclass offensive performance from the team. Yo, Nikola Jokic, just 3 quarters played, 31 minutes played, 19 points, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists. 6 of 13 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. And he also had 2 steals, and he was a plus 19 today. He had 4 turnovers, but some of this was, you know, when Jokic is like in a mode where they're kind of winning or they're in a position where they know they could win, you know, he kind of starts throwing some of these passes. His passing was incredible today. Had a couple gambles in there as well. But he just played really well today. Just a dominant performance, 25th triple-double of the year, one behind Domantas Sabonis. And I think Jokic, man, he was just in control of the game from the start. He missed a few bunnies today, but Ryan Blackburn, my boy from Mile High Sports, I think he tracked it. Jokic actually had probably one of his best quarters of the season, especially third quarters of the season. Nikola Jokic in the third quarter had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists on 4 of 6 from the field. 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists in the third quarter. That is asinine. So just an incredible game. Somebody asked me, just want to get to this. Shout out to you, Jamie Wolrab. Appreciate it, or Wolrab, however you pronounce your last name. I appreciate it, Jamie. But yeah, I talked about this a little bit on another platform, but I haven't done a full video on this. Gilbert Arenas, you know, he has some interesting things that he said as of late about European players and some other stuff. But Gilbert Arenas basically went out on Shannon Sharp's platform and said Nikola Jokic was the worst MVP in the last 40 years. And his arguments, I did not find them to be all that coherent for many different reasons. He was using overall NBA standings. He was saying things about other players, and Giannis should have won in 21. And in 2022, there were players ahead of him that should have won. Devin Booker was the number one seed in the Western Conference. There was just a lot going on, and I just disagree fundamentally with a lot of it. You know, I understand some of the points he was trying to make, but they just weren't good enough for across the board. Not a lot of historical research done into that. He asked, how is a 26, 10, and 8 season from a center a historic season when only two other players had ever done that, Oscar and Westbrook? How is a 27, 14, and 8 season historic when you shatter all the advanced analytics that typically lead to MVP wins? And on top of that, there was a 3-game difference between him and the 76ers, and the 76ers got James Harden with 25 games left in the season, and I think they went like 16-9 over the course of that stretch is what their record was, including one of those losses to the Nuggets, and they didn't have Porter or Murray. So there's just a lot. There's a lot there. There's a lot of stuff there. The 2,000, 1,500 season for Jokic, it was literally one of the best seasons ever, and it might be his best regular season ever. That's how good it was. So it was just a lot of things said in there. So I had a lot of thoughts about it. I have a lot more thoughts about it. I might have to do a longer form video about it as well, but just wanted to give that a mention. But yeah, man, the Nuggets dominate tonight. KCP, man. KCP was incredible. Incredible. He had 24 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. He was 6 of 9 from 3. He had a 6 of 6 game versus the Cleveland Cavaliers just really a week ago now. And for him to have 6 threes tonight, he was a plus 21 tonight. Game high. Plus 21 for KCP. Just a dominant performance, and he had 2 steals as well. 2 steals as well. Just an absolutely dominant game, man. Just a dude that the Nuggets just would not be here without. Like, he deserves every bit of his flowers. 28 minutes played. Didn't play in the fourth quarter. None of the starters did but Porter. And Porter played because he was in foul trouble, in the first half. Michael Porter, 25 minutes played. 20 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 of 12 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and a steal, and he was a plus 15, and he staggered with the second unit. Again, man, if you're going to get 10 of 17 from 3 from Porter and KCP, Jokic was 2 of 3 from 3 himself. So if you're going to get 12 of 20 from 3 between Jokic, KCP, and Porter, if you're going to get, and then not even including Jamal, if you're going to get, so see Jamal, so we have 10, 14, 17, 20, 24, 14 to 24 from between Jokic, KCP, Porter, and Maul. You're not winning. I mean, you're just not going to win. KCP and Porter were excellent. Their shooting was impeccable today. Christian Brown got to start moving Porter to the power forward. 25 minutes for him, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. He was a plus 13 tonight. His defense was good. Everybody balled out today, man. Everybody balled out today. They took care of business and did their job. And then the Denver Nuggets bench was spectacular today, y'all. 27 minutes for Peyton Watson. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 8 from the field, 6 of 7 from 2. Listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blocks. Career high 5 blocks for the future DPOY candidate in Peyton Watson. 1 steal, and he was a plus 16 in his minutes. Made a mid-range shot as well. When Peyton's doing that, it's really hard to deal with him. It's extremely hard. He challenges everybody so well at the rim. He even had one versus Clint Capella that could have been called in his favor, but they got the foul call. But dude, like Peyton, man, when he gets up, it's really hard to deal with him at the rim. He puts a lot of pressure on you to get the ball up and over quickly because he will leap on you. So incredible game from Peyton Watson and continues to solidify himself. Shout out Reggie Jackson, man. Reggie Jackson, 24 minutes, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and a plus 11. That is what we need, Reggie Jackson. Reggie, you ain't got to be 3 of 6 from 3, but Reggie gives you a nice 18, 5, and 3 in one of these playoff games. If he gives you one of these games a series on the road, that's how you win multiple series 4-1. Reggie was so good today. His finishing was good. His ability to create for others was good today. His three-point shot was good today. Just a really good, solid game from Reggie Jackson. Like, he took care of business. This is what you love to see. When Reggie plays this well, again, I said, if he goes into the playoffs and Reggie averages 13, 2 and 3.5, 13, 2 and 4 in a playoff run, he shoots 38% from 3, 39% from 3, 46% from the field, 82% from the line. You win with Reggie playing that well. So just a really good game from Reggie Jackson. Always want to give him his flowers when he plays well because, again, the city wants to see him dominate. The state wants to see him dominate. Colorado kid, you got it. Continue to take care of business. Justin Holiday, y'all, 8 points and 6 rebounds. And in 24 minutes, he was 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. And he's a plus 17 off the bench, which led the entire bench unit. Yo, he had a ball that it was going to be a turnover. I think it was Clint Capella. It literally, like, it was going through his legs. Justin Holiday was able to gather it. The basket, by the way, this is the baseline. The basket is right here. Justin turns away from the basket to get squared up on a three-point shot in the corner. Doesn't even get a chance to look at the rim. Throws it up 2 feet behind the line. Net. Bucket. Just a great shot. That was the kind of night that it was. And then Zeke Naji, thank gosh, man. Zeke Naji was back, played 14 minutes for Zeke Naji. You love to see it. The Nuggets are better when he's on the court. When he's healthy, the Nuggets are better. 5 points and 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and he made a three-pointer tonight. Yo, if Zeke Naji was averaging 5, and 1 and getting a three-pointer a game, that changes things. So, again, glad Zeke is back. His defense is really good. When Peyton and Zeke are on the court, the Denver Nuggets defense is really good. Really good. Like, just a really good game from Zeke. Glad he's here. He was a +6 tonight. Julian Strawther also got minutes today. The Nuggets got everybody back from their – everybody was in the rotation except Aaron Gordon tonight, who was sitting out just to manage some of these nicks and bruises that he's developed, especially over the last 2 games. And Julian Strawther, 12 minutes, 5, 4, and 3 tonight. 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2, 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He was a +7. So if everybody's available, the Nuggets actually have guys they can go to, but it's just a matter of getting everybody on the court at the same time, locked in, ready to go. And so Justin Holiday has been there. Obviously, Reggie's been there, but Zeke has dealt with injuries. Julian's dealt with injuries. And obviously, Murray, and then, Yoke and his wrist. I mean, just a lot of stuff. But, like, when they're on the court, man, they're just so much that they can lean into because they have so many different options. This is how the roster is supposed to be working. Like, okay, we got multiple wings coming off the bench. We have shooter coming off the bench and Julian. We got defenders and Christian and Peyton and Justin, who's a shooter, defender a little bit. He's long. They're all tall. Justin's 6'6". Julian is 6'6". Peyton is 6'7". Christian is 6'6". Like, this is our Zeke is 6'11". That's what they want to do. That's what they want to do. That's the whole point of the roster. Wings and rotation. Wings and rotation. So just a great game for the Nuggets. They shot 60% from the field on 53 of 88. They shot 56% from 3 on 23 of 41. They shot 81% from the line on 13 of 16. Wow. The Hawks, they shot 43% from the field, 37 of 87. They shot 32% from 3 and 12 of 37. They shot 83% from the line on 24 of 29. The Nuggets had 38 assists today. But guess what they did? They turned the ball over like madmen. 38 assists, 15 turnovers. Now, that's high. The Nuggets are usually around, like, now, like 32 assists, 31 assists, about 7, 8, 9 turnovers. So I think that, like, again, the Nuggets are just, finding flow. They needed to get a win. They got a win today. 38 assists, 47 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, 38 rebounds given up, 11 offensive rebounds given up. The Nuggets had 7 blocks today and 9 steals. 16 stocks. It's great. That's a lot of movement. When the Nuggets have that many stocks, that's a lot of movement. That means they're playing with high intensity. And then 2 blocks for the Hawks, 8 steals for the Hawks. Nuggets had 21 personal fouls. Hawks had 18. Nuggets had 1 technical as well. I believe a defensive 3 seconds was that one. So the good news is Jamal Murray is back. Nikola Jokic continuing to solidify his MVP case. I think the question remains, how close does he get to unanimous? Will other people be voting somebody else in the first place? He got, I think, 85 first place votes on the straw poll, this last one. So there were 15 first place votes split up between SGA and between one with Luka. And I think Giannis or Tatum might have got 1. So how close can he get? The Nuggets have 4 more games remaining in the season. Again, give you a glimpse of the standings. The Denver Nuggets are 54-24. They are tied in the loss column with the Wolves. They're 1 up in the loss column with the Thunder. The Denver Nuggets are a game and a half up above the Thunder. And I don't think Shea is playing in the next game that they have coming up. Maybe not even J-Dub. The Timberwolves, they're sitting at 53-24. They just came off a loss. They're now a half game back. The Clippers are 4.5 games back. The Mavericks are 6.5 games back. And the Suns are 7.5 games back. So that 5th and 6th seed is still to be determined. Really, the Mavs, Suns, and Pelicans. Lakers are 8 now. They're 8. So this is also, listen to this. The Lakers do not want to play the Nuggets. And if it looks like the Nuggets are going to get that first seed, they're going to be hammering to get the 7th seed to play versus the Wolves or Thunder. Hammering to try to get one of those seeds because they want that as much as possible. And the Lakers, they're currently a game and a half back of the Suns for the 6th seed. So that's probably out of the question. But that 7th seed is up in the air for them. Up in the air for them. And then you got the Warriors who are 4 games up above the Rockets. They're locked in. Then you got the Kings. The Kings are, because of injuries, man, Kevin Huerter, Malik Monk, they're just really suffering right now. The Kings have lost 2 in a row. They're now the 9th seed. The Warriors are the 10th seed. The Western Conference, man, it's going to be really interesting. It could be Nuggets, Kings, or Warriors in the first round. Nuggets, Kings, Warriors. I think, man, Nuggets, Kings, Warriors, Lakers, Pelicans in the first round. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to be one of those 4 teams likely. So it's going to be an interesting battle for sure to see what happens, man. And then the Nuggets will play, if they get the 1 seed, they will play the winner of the Clippers Mavericks series as slated, which would be an absolute dynamite series. Y'all, the Denver Nuggets get a win. They moved to 54-24 on the year. Nikola Jokic, 5th triple-double. Jamal Murray is 23 runners made. Everybody was cooking. Everybody was scoring. And before I head out, sorry, I got one more super chat. Before I head out, one more super chat. I want to make sure I get to this. I got you. Got to that one. Another super chat from Noah Linden. There are several MVPs that never won titles, let alone made a very dominant playoff run like Jokic made last season. Jokic is one of the better MVP by definition. You are absolutely correct. Jokic is one of the most dominant players ever. You can argue that he has one of the 10 or 8 highest peaks of all time for a single season. And then for a 4-year run, I think there might be 4 solidified players that have a better 4-year run, including to see how this playoff run goes for Nikola Jokic. But Nikola Jokic has been absolutely dominant, Noah. Thank you for the super chat. Folks is tripping. I don't know what they're watching. I don't know what they're looking at. Sound like hate to me. But y'all know what time it is, Swipa Gang. I'll see you on the other side. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Getting up to 11,000 subscribers. Y'all know what it is. Swipa Gang. We out. See you soon.